Oh, it's snowing. Just a little bit. I love it. I wanted to come on here to the internet for a long time and do kind of more long form art vlogging. If you have never seen my face or my art before, my name is Ryan. I live in Cleveland. I am turning 30 in a couple of months here. Well, I guess less than 2 months now. Anyhow, sitting down to do this, I did remember that I've been meaning to buy a microphone. Haven't done that yet, so I did add that to my list to complete today. It did not happen last year, but I am trying to prioritize it this year. The last few years I was working in the polymer clay medium and I was making earrings. I made these. I also made some variations of home decor, but primarily earrings was the focus. And I did that from 2020 until 2022, pretty full-time. 2023 I still did it, not as full-time. Last year I really pulled back. I wanted to switch gears. I wanted to work in fiber and felt. Started out with the interest in needle felting and then kind of doing applique sewing with flat felting. And now I'm just interested in all variations of sewing and especially making clothes and apparel for myself and my friends and family. That is where my interests lie, and so in that learning curve I'm not making at such a fast pace and making with the intention to sell, though I do have aspirations to make patterns for ornaments and things come winter holiday season, and perhaps for other things too. That's just what I am thinking about right now. That felt like a lot of talking, and that is all for now, but I thought I would give a quick little tour of the art space that I work in and show you some of the things that I have been working on and thinking about, and that'll, I guess, we'll just get right to that, and that'll wrap up the first video. That is my studio. We live in a 2-bedroom apartment, my partner and I came up with the idea to have the studio space be what would have been our main living room. And instead our TV and couch and whatever is in the bedroom, mainly because our couch is a pull-out sleeper sofa. I was like, it makes sense for that to be in the room that guests can close the door if space is just way bigger. So that is also why, as you might have noticed, there is a juxtaposition between the two halves of the room, because I exist on this half and my partner, primarily focusing in writing and music, is on this half with a typewriter and keyboard and all sorts of instruments. So that is the space. We started sharing a studio before we moved because it's not completely new to us, but I finally got in this space how I essentially want it to be, give or take a couple of small changes. So I feel excited about what I will be creating here this coming year. Enough about that. Let's get down to some of the things I have made. Can you hear me better in these AirPods? I am just now realizing I probably should have been using these the whole time. To live and to learn, and I'm not gonna redo what I have already done, because who knows if I'll even ever post this video, or if it's just me practicing sitting here doing this in this format, so whatever. Polymer clay is one of the only things that I've made were inspired by this bookmark that my friend got me. It's just like a little wooden bear and a popsicle stick. It's a great concept, right? Because it's not falling through. because I previously made bookmarks and they didn't sell very well. But I didn't care because it was just me marbling and being like, this is so fun. I made these. They are little tomato bookmarks. I tried one with the little stem. No, I don't like that. They still need to be sanded, but I was like, oh, how fun, how cute. We also experimented with making a blueberry. I cut it in half because I was like, maybe I'll put a blueberry on top of the bookmarks. That was a silly idea, but blueberry earrings come springtime. I think I can do that because your girl's still gonna make money a little bit extra with her art in addition to just doing it for fun in the fiber realm. But moving on to the fiber realm, I am doing the Anne Wood 100 Days of Stitching challenge. And essentially you're just stitching like 10 to 15 minutes per day. And in the end, you'll have 20 pages and you make like a little fabric stitch book. This is the first one that I did. In addition to the things these fingers have been making, I attended this event through the Rust Belt Fiber Shed, which I was lucky enough to go to. It was in my city. The subject was enlivening our place through fiber and textiles, and it is the most insane time to be alive right now and to be a human walking through the world with empathy and compassion and humanity in your heart. So it was really, thank you to Past Me for signing up for something that was like just kind of pretty healing and connective to my place in where I live and to the people within that place. A huge reason why I wanted to shift into the world of fiber arts. Polymer clay, as much as I appreciate and like think that I gained really valuable skill and was creating cool art, it was me alone in my studio with so many moving pieces, and I just, from a sustainability perspective, really wanted to shift into fiber in a more natural based medium. But also there are, circles of sewing in community out in the world and out in other people's homes in the way that I didn't really find a way for it to be possible working in polymer clay. It felt very like whole circle to attend that event and, to feel emboldened by my choices to switch to this medium. And yeah, it felt like the correct path that I have taken for myself. So I'm just grateful for that. It's really kind of snowing now. So I am just gonna be done, maybe get my fingers back into some sewing or read a little bit of my book and enjoy this Sunday afternoon. So until next time when I maybe have hopefully better equipment.